others wallow in Watergate, we're going to do our job.
Try as he might, and despite winning a landslide re-election, Richard Nixon's White House was to become mired in Watergate.
1 year of Watergate is enough.
They always came in just as you were leaving for the night, you know. We got a hell of a start, and it's 7:45.
Washington Post editor Ben Bradley oversaw Carl Bernstein and Bob Woodward in their uncovering of the cover-up. Early on, Bernstein said they realized what they might be onto.
Feeling this kind of awe, and I turned to Woodward and I said, this man is going to be impeached.
In the spring of '73, facing prison sentences, the president's own men began cracking one after another, the first in a long string of prosecutions.
I think there was no question that the cover-up began that Saturday when we realized it was a break-in.
On national television, the Senate Watergate hearings probed into a nightmarish world of deceit.
What did the president know, and when did he know it?
Americans glimpsed the inner sanctum of a presidency so obsessed with power that it would destroy itself. There were dirty tricks, enemies lists, hush money, slush funds, campaign contributions to win political influence. In between, the president ran into questions about his taxes and finances.
Well, I'm not a crook. I've earned everything I've got.
Separately, Vice President Spiro Agnew would plead no contest to income tax evasion. The White House became a sinking ship, taking on more water with each new revelation. But it was the revelation of the White House tapes that would eventually seal the fate of Richard Nixon.
I was aware of listening devices. Yes, sir.
Richard Nixon refused to give up those tapes, but blinked when the courts ruled against him. Only when it was clear that Congress was on the verge of impeachment did the nation's 37th president resign. In the end, Richard Nixon had failed to see the wisdom of his own words spoken the year before.
In a free society, the institutions of government belong to the people. They must never be used against the people.